The area of a rectangle is 12. Each of its side lengths is a whole number. What is the smallest possible perimeter of this rectangle? We have some rectangle and we have some obviously width and length, and we can just make a very quick table: width, length, area, and perimeter. Now they tell us that the area is 12, so we have to figure out whole number values of W and L. We can have 1 and 12, we can have 2 and 6, or we can have 3 and 4. Now if we have 4 and 3, it's the same thing, and also generally speaking, width is less than the length, right? So that's why this is the only possible scenarios for length and width that are integers, whole numbers. All right, let's figure out the perimeter. Well, the perimeter is obviously going to be 2 times W plus 2 times L. In this first scenario, it would be 26. In the second one, it would be 16. And the next one, it would be 14. And therefore, the smallest possible perimeter is 14, and therefore number 5, the answer is D. And as you can clearly see, the other choices are representing these two perimeters. The perimeter of a square is 28. What is the side length of the square? So we've got a square, and they're saying the perimeter is 28. So the side length obviously is going to be the same, so I'll denote it as x. So therefore 4x is equal to 28. So x will be 28 divided by 4, and that is 7. So number 2, the answer is E. In the diagram, triangle PQR is equilateral and is made up of 4 smaller equilateral triangles. If each of the smaller triangles has a perimeter of 9, what is the perimeter of PQR? Okay, well, this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. And they all have pretty much the same dimensions, right? 3, 3, 3 all around. You get the point. So the diameter of that big guy, well, obviously, the perimeter of the big triangle would be 3 plus 3 times 3, right? Because each of these sides has a length of 6. So it would be 6 plus 6 plus 6 for the perimeter of triangle PQR. And therefore that is 18. So number 10, the answer is E. In the diagram, the equilateral triangle has a base of 8. The perimeter of the equilateral triangle is. These little symbols means that those sides are the same, and we know it's equilateral, which also means that the sides are the same. So this is 8, and that's 8. The perimeter is the sum of all the sides, so it's 8 plus 8 plus 8, and that is equal to 24. So number 2, the answer is C. What is the perimeter of the figure shown? These little symbols mean that those sides are all the same length, and they've given you that one of those sides is equal to 2. So therefore all of those sides are equal to 2. Now how many of those sides do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. So my total perimeter will be 8 times 2, which is 16. And therefore number 4, the answer is A. Circumference of a circle is 100 pi. What is the radius? Circumference of a circle is given by the formula pi d, where d is the diameter. Diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. So this is the formula we're going to use. They're saying that circumference is 100 pi. That's equal to pi times 2r. The pi's cancel, and you're left with 100 is equal to 2r. Divide through by 2, and you get r is equal to 50. So number 10, the answer is C. Squares of side length 1 are arranged to form a figure shown. What is the perimeter of the figure? You just have to count the sides 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Number 6, the answer is 26, which is choice E. In the diagram, what is the perimeter of polygon PQRST? All right. That symbol right there means that those two sides are the same. So this is 3 right here. So far so good, I think. And then I'd probably have to draw a line from there just to cut that in half, or I don't know if we're cutting it in half, but cutting it. And therefore that distance is 3, right? It's the same. That's a square. So this distance is 3. So this whole thing was 6, so that means this has got to be 3 also. And then very similarly, you drop a perpendicular from R down to the bottom like that, approximately, right? And then that means that this distance is 3, right? And then this is a right angle because that was a perpendicular. This whole thing was 7, so that means if this is 3, this distance is 4. So I'll just put that there. And then this is a grade 10 contest, so by grade 10, I'm sure you're aware of the 3, 4, 5 triangle, if that's a right angle. In case you weren't, you can figure it out through Pythagoras. And if you do, you get RS is equal to 5. So that's 5. So now the perimeter of this whole shape will be this 3, this 5, this 7, and this 6. So we got 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 6. And that is equal to 24. So number 7, the answer is A. PQRS is a square. The midpoint of PQ is M. And the midpoint of RS is N. If the perimeter of rectangle PMNS is 36, the area of the square is PQRS, the midpoint of PQ is M, and the midpoint of RS is N. And now we have to figure out a few things here. So first let's join M to N. And they're saying that perimeter of PMNS is 36. Okay, well, it's a square, so all the sides are the same. So this is X, this is X, this would be 2X, right? All the sides have to be the same. And then the distance from M to N is also going to be 2X. So the perimeter of PMNS is 36. And in terms of the labeling here, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6x is 36, so x is 6. So if x is 6, that means 2x is 12. So the side of the square is 12. The area of that big square is going to be the side of the square times the side of the square, and that's 144. So number 10, the answer is D. If x is 3, what is the perimeter of the figure shown? Well, the perimeter right now is x plus 1 plus x plus 6 plus 10. Since x is 3, substitute that in, and you'll get 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10. And when you add up all these numbers, you get 23. So, number 4, the answer is A.